So you want to get into herbalism, but you're not sure where to start. I have 5 beginner herbalism tips for you today, so let's get into it. Tip number 1 is books. Books are a fantastic way to learn more about herbalism, especially in the beginning. And there's 2 kind of types of books that are really helpful that I wanted to share with you. So first is a general book on herbalism. Like, this is the very first book I ever got. It's called The Holistic Herbal by David Hoffman. And basically what you're looking for in a book like this is that it's going to go through different body systems and what herbs can be useful to support it. But also you want something that has a pretty extensive materia medica, which is basically like the whole back of this book is going through herb after herb after herb and telling you all about it so that you can start to learn about these herbs. And the second type of book is an herbal recipes book. I love anything by Rosemary Gladstar. Highly recommend this book. As you can see, it's very, very well used. So this is the second type of book you want to use so that you know how to use the herbs that you're learning about. Number 2 is jars and storage. Storing your herbs properly is really important for their shelf life. So literally just collect any kind of jars that you possibly can. I use empty tomato sauce jars or jars from pickles that I clean and put my stuff in. If you want to make remedies, then you might need little jars for like salves or tinctures, things like that. Number 3, of course, is herbs. And we'll talk more about herbs in number 4, but essentially you want to grab, a bunch of different herbs that you want to start working around with. I do have a sourcing video if you're curious about where to get them. Tip number 4 is to pick like 5 to 10 herbs and learn them really, really well. Choose easier ones or gentler ones or safer ones or common ones to start with. Things like nettle leaf, red raspberry leaf, chamomile, oats. Those are all really good, basic, but helpful herbs to start with. And tip number 5 is to start with tea or infusions and decoctions. So basically this is steeping dried or fresh herb matter in water and drinking it like you would a tea. This is probably the easiest way to prepare herbs versus trying to learn how to do tinctures and salves and oxymels and elixirs and all of these things. So starting with tea can be really helpful. That's my 5 beginner herbalism tips. If you have any questions, feel free to post them below in the comments.